The easiest way to put the box together, the sides, is to tape them together while they're flat on the table. So here you can see 3 of the 4 sides. So you want to make sure that your edges are touching. Now you can do this all together, or you can do it like 2 at a time. And you can see here, this piece is not quite the right size. You want to make sure that the bottom edges match up when you're taping it. So I'm going to trim this piece a little bit. Doing this with the cardboard cutters is not the best way to do it because it's hard to cut really tiny pieces. So I might just cut this with scissors. You can see I'm using some scissors on this edge. Okay, that's a little bit better. And we can always finish that off later. So I have the bottom of this lined up pretty well down here. Okay, so what I'm going to need to do is tape the whole crack. Make sure you tape it on both sides. So what I mean by that, now if you want to put a little piece of tape to just hold these in place, you can do it like that. That's one way to do it. But you're definitely you need to make sure that you cover the whole crack. You don't want to see any of this crack when we're taping this together. So I'm just going to put these there to hold it. You don't have to do it this way. Do whatever works for you. But now I'm going to make sure that every crack is covered. So I can't see any of that. And again, the easiest way to tape things is when they're flat on the table. So as much as you can, you should tape when it's flat. Now, you have to always tape both sides. So I'm going to turn it over and tape the cracks on the other side. Oops, my tape is not long enough. You don't want any of that showing. This is going to make a really strong connection between the pieces, so it's not going to fall apart. I personally like to fold it over at the end because that makes it even stronger. So once you get all these pieces taped together, now this last part is where you're probably going to need somebody to help you. I'll try to do it by myself because I'm by myself right now. But then you're going to bend the pieces up. Now if the tape starts to come up, you're going to smooth that down after you make the bend. So you might have heard the little cracking sound. So any tape that pops up, you need to do it. Now, here's where you might need another person to hold it together, because now I've put my box all together like that. It helps if somebody can hold this last piece. I don't have somebody to hold it, so I'm going to once again put one small piece of tape this way to hold that in place. And really need the sides to touch. And now I can go ahead and tape the whole crack. It's a little bit more complicated than when it's flat. Put it over. If you can, and you can see this one side, it's still too high. So I'm going to trim that later before we decorate it. Okay, but inside there's still, the other ones are taped inside and this one isn't. It's probably okay. It's a little harder to do is get the tape on the inside. And it's definitely hard to show you on a video trying to do that, but I'm going to try to put this tape on the crack on the inside just so I have a really good seal there. Okay, I kind of did that. This is hard, and probably if all the other sides are taped really well, then you probably don't have to do the inside of this one. Right, now I'm taking my fingernail, or the edge of my finger, and I'm kind of pushing it down to make sure the tape goes in the crack there. So, now I have the sides of my pencil box all put together. And I'm shaking it, which is probably going to make me dizzy if I look at this. But you can see it's not going to fall apart easily.